Hey, Scrapper Names fans, welcome back. I've got a Project Life process video for you today, and this one is documenting some adventures early on in our Christmas tales of our cheeky little elf, Elvin. So our little elf over the years has gotten up to some good old mischief, making messes, drawing on things like toilet seats, all of that fun stuff. So today I am back using my Christmas stash. So I think in one of my last Christmas videos, my Christmas stash is overwhelming. I don't actually know. Well, no, I do know. I brought it all, obviously. But it is a lot. And I need to chew through it. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm up to in my scrapping. I know that I got to a point in 2021 in printing and scrapping it, but I can't actually figure out where. I feel I might be mid-year 2021, but I'm not sure. So my plan is that I'm actually working backwards from the end of 2022. So once I start filing things into albums, I might be able to figure out roughly where I'm up to and not double scrap stuff because that will annoy me. And it's a waste of space and product. So, as I said, this is Christmas last year, and we have some photos, as I said, of the early days of our Elvin adventures. So the first few, it's probably about the first 7-ish days, I think. So we've got this one here. So I have, as you saw, Frankensteined the card at the bottom, the nailed it one, just to make it fit at the base of this card. And it is Elvin getting into the paint stash on my daughter's craft desk. So he decided this day in particular, he was Picasso and decided that he would do some painting, get some paints out, make a fantastic mess as he does. So this card was fairly easy. As you can see, I covered up. It was more, I guess, like a filler. No, not filler, like a journaling card with those presents. So it would have gone more on the horizontal, should have gone horizontal, but I decided not to because why not? It's my stuff and why not? Just do it the way I like it. I liked the presents going up the side, so that's what I've done. Now, as you can see, I'm fighting with my older glue bottle. So this one is still the art glitter glue. It was brought before I discovered the little pointed like metal tip. So I had hacked into it a little bit accidentally when I first got it, and so now it's a bit of a mess. But it's gone. I've used it all, so yay, onto the new one. All right, on to the next card. So as you can see, this is I think this was a card apart maybe, or maybe some scrap pattern paper. I'm not sure. Still part of the Christmas stash. And I'm just adding that on there. Nice and easy. This spread is actually fairly easy. I did struggle to get it together in the beginning, and I think because my Christmas stash of goodies is a little bit too much, I couldn't figure out how to start it. So I really kind of had to be in that real right frame of mind to sort of sit, take my time, go through my stuff, see how I wanted to, what I wanted to put where. And so that's what we've got. And now it came together really well. So it is actually quite a quick little process video once I had everything ready to go. And I am trying to, I've said in videos before, making sure my albums aren't too chunky-monkey by adding a heap of embellishments, including things like trying to avoid things like chipboard and lots of 3D sort of stuff, like the little gold stickers you can see off to the icon stickers, or shape stickers, sorry, to the side, are kind of 3D, but they're a bit squishy. So when they go in the album, I think they'll give that 3D-ish look, but they won't be really chunky, so it won't bulk up the album. I don't have space to have like 15 albums for 2022. So, yeah. And one other thing I have changed, I can't remember if I was changing it from 2021 or from last year, which was the kids' albums aren't going to have like the same sorts of photos and spreads like the family album. So we're going to have a family album, and I will have still the kids' albums, but they're just going to have really sort of monumental sort of moments in their life documented in there. So, maybe getting special awards or getting driver's licenses for the first time. Those sorts of things will go into those singular kids' albums. So they've got them, but the family stuff will, all sort of go into the one family album. I'm hoping that process will keep a limit on how many albums there is. We shall see. I will let you know. All right, so another one done. Just use some printables, a label, nice and easy. Inky Quill had done on her Patreon. I think it's back in November. Usually she does them, a Christmas type themed-ish printable collection. And I love that it's not always just red and green. So she uses lots of like the pastel colours, as you can see. The Christmas trees to my side there is blue and pink. So yeah, I really like that. And then yeah. So again, Elvin hiding this day in amongst some of the Christmas decorations we had out in our family room. I think he's actually sitting on Santa, getting a piggyback from Santa, the cheeky little mugger. Didn't think this label was going to sit, or not label, but little phrase piece, but it did, as in it fitted. But yes, who else has some cheeky little elves that come and visit? The elf on the shelf type scenario. I see some really fantastic ones throughout December of some of the cheeky things they get up to, and I love it. Very creative. As I said, our guy last year was pretty tame, I think. There's some messes, not as much as the years before, I will say. And he did leave some treats here and there, like he left us a baking kit for gingerbread houses and things, which was fun, and little stuff like that. But yes, I have seen some other elves that are very, very naughty. So yes, just curious. I know not everyone has an elf, and that is okay too. Some people have two elves or a family of elves, I've seen. So yeah, it is a bit fun. Each to their own, I think. Now adding, of course, some gold sprinkly bits onto these cards just to add some Christmas glitter cheer, because Christmas is very glittery. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm fighting with the glue again. It will not come out. So, as I said, this bottle is now empty, which is fantastic, so I can get rid of it. And I'm using my other better bottle and have opened it properly and have the lovely pointed tip that goes to it. You don't have to have the pointed tip on these art glitter glues either. It does have its normal sort of black plasticky bit. The problem was when I got that one, I stupidly didn't open it properly and just cut into it, thinking that I needed to snip the top, and you didn't. It was a twist top. My bad. So yeah, I kind of wrecked it from the word go. So anyway, now I thought, because of, I guess, the red and the spots, and it's a bit busy, I did feel that this photo might have needed, or did need, a bit of a white border just to kind of pop it off a little bit from the background, because he's obviously red, our Mr. Elvin. And so it sort of, I felt like it was kind of melding into the background a little bit. So yeah, I did the white border. And again, just using up some of these, I think this is some, Flutterby design stash that I have. Very Aussie. Love it. Nearly forgot to put the photo down. My bad. So, as I said, very simple spread. Lots of sprinkly bits, I think, go onto this page just to get it popping. I think the main colours in this are really, obviously, the red of the elf. There's not a lot of other, I think, brightish sort of colours, so which I guess tends to give you, as a scrapper, that ability to then use any colour. It's a bit like a black and white photo. And trying to use up these, I found them in my, I'm sure it was in the Christmas stash box. So trying to use them up before they become difficult, like so, to use. All right, adding some more bits and pieces. Sorry, I went a bit quiet there just watching what I was doing. Again, a really simple card. Big words and some gold stickers, and away I went. Nice and simple, as I said in the beginning. Now, this is a Christmas background paper that I have cut up to make a 4x6 card. It's got some Christmas phrases on them, so I thought it was nice and perfect and fairly neutral as well. Just looking through, I don't know what am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for. I guess we'll find out shortly. Maybe I was going to try and mat it onto something. I'm not sure. So on this, there you go. Yep, some doilies. I love these doilies, and I figure out where they came from. I want some coloured doilies. So anyone Australian peeps out there know where to get some coloured doilies from, not just your standard white ones, please flick me a comment, because I would love to know. I really like when I've gotten them in kits before, and I just don't know where they came from. Exactly. Now, in this particular photo, as you can see, our lovely elf used my freaking lipstick, which has now flattened it, which was not very happy about. But he drew on a portrait of himself to say good morning on this particular day, which was fantastic. Thank God it wasn't too tricky to get off. But as I said, semi-ruined my lipstick, and it's one of my favourites. So, yeah. Thank you, Elvin. Now, this little square is just... Oh, you can't see it there. There was a 4x6 card from the Flutterby's Designs collection, and it had all different little pictures on them. You might have seen it previously, and I just liked this one. I think it said something of 1 day of coal versus 365 days of fun or something. I'll take my chances or something like that. And I just thought it was perfect because, look what he's doing. He's destroying my stuff. And this is just an Inky Quill Christmas, or printable. I'm pretty certain it was from her Christmas collection last year. And I really like the colours in it. As I said, it's the blue with tinges. I think there's pink or red. And it kind of gives the vibe of Christmas if you, I guess, tie it in, but you don't have to use it for Christmas. So it's good that way. It's very good that way. All right, journaling what day we were up to, and the naughtiness of this elf. See, told you I'd using up these shapes. At this point, they feel never ending. I keep looking at it going, have I used anything of it? But it's getting there. I have actually just gone through and set up the remainder of my photos into pockets, or into page protectors, to scrap. So I'm ready to go. I'm hoping to have a bit of a scrappy sesh tomorrow morning, hopefully. Before the weekend is over, and get a heap of scrapping done. But there is some Christmas stuff in there because, as I said, it's starting from the end of last year. So yeah, December Chronicles, December stories. So yeah, hopefully being able to chew through a bit more of my Christmas stuff. On this particular day, we found our friend hiding in the cat bed, which, it's not too bad considering at this point the cats have decided to not use that and just sleep on everything else. But yes, there's a nice little hidey hole for them, and they didn't use it, so Elvin thought, why not? He's jumping in for a rest. Oh, why did that cut out? Okay, that one's done. I apologise if that did just cut out on that. Now, these last photos are Elvin hanging from the roof. He decided he would play Floor is Lava, obviously, with his friends while we slept, I'm guessing. So we come out to find him at our sort of door that connects our lounge room to our kitchen area back of the house. With a big sign that I think it said something like Floor is Lava or another. So bit funny. We've found him zip-lining across the front door and whatnot as well. So lots of fun by our elf. All right, so here are the close-ups. Again, I think my camera may have cut out then. I apologise, but you can see here what they've done. Very simple spread, documenting several photos all together across the span of a few days, which is good. Another memory locked away in our album. So I hope you've enjoyed this spread today. Please leave me a like or comment, and if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe so that you can keep up to date with what's going on. We'll see what's happening. See you later for now.